I'm just curious, how would you classify Baker Mayfield's season last year? Was it good? Was it very good? Was it great? And more importantly, do you think he can do it again?
Well, let me answer it this way. Obviously, when you reached out to me, you had mentioned you wanted to discuss this. So I've given it a moment or two of thought.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a lot of mystery to Baker Mayfield in the way in which he has to play to be successful. And I think everybody knows that. I mean, I talked to coaches over the years, not specifically about him, but coaches who've been on the offensive coaches who've been on the staff with Baker as the quarterback. So I've had conversations, and I don't think there's a lot of mystery. I think Baker at his core, and I actually thought this when I watched his tape coming out of Oklahoma, he's essentially a timing rhythm player. And he's smaller, so he needs to be protected. I remember the one year in Cleveland when it kind of went downhill, they were stuck in 3rd and long so many times. And, obviously no quarterback wants to be in that situation. Some can handle it better than others. Yeah. That's not his deal. While he's not a statue or totally immobile, he's not really a playmaker in that sense. So he's a timing rhythm player. And I think Dave Canales understood that really well. And now they have Liam Coen. And given his background, I would expect that Baker Mayfield would really like this offense and would really like, all the concepts, because as you guys have probably talked about, I don't remember when Liam Coen was exactly hired, but I'm sure you've had this conversation. It's the Ram stuff. So it's a lot of motion. It's a lot of reduced cut splits. It's a lot of stacks. It's a lot of bunches. It gets guys free access off the ball. Yeah. It defines the routes and the throws for the quarterback pretty cleanly. That's what Baker Mayfield needs. I mean, every quarterback ideally would want that. As I said, some need that more than others, and Baker does. And there's no reason to believe that he can't play well within the system. Now, he still needs to be protected. He's a smaller guy. He's not necessarily great when there's bodies around him. And again, people listening could say, well, every quarterback wants to be protected. Yes, of course. But again, same point. Some need it more than others in order to succeed. I think that this offense, quite frankly, is a really good fit for almost any quarterback, and certainly for a Baker Mayfield kind of quarterback. So, again, I'm not one, and I'm sure you guys aren't either. We're not going to sit here and say what his numbers or statistics will be, or how many games the Bucs will win. There's so many. You guys know there's 100 variables right now as we speak in early April. But I would expect that he'd be really comfortable in this offense. He would like it. It presents things and defines things really well for the quarterback. And I don't know if people think about Baker Mayfield this way, but he throws the ball really well. I mean, there's never been an issue with how Baker Mayfield throws the football.
Right.